me here. I just want to say hi. Anyways, damn, relationships are so fucking hard sometimes, and saying goodbye or breaking up is like the hardest part. That you know is inevitable, you know it's gonna happen, you know, like no good thing out there lasts forever. That's just like part of our nature as human beings. But it doesn't make it hurt any less, and it also really starts making you question the fact of whether it was real or not. And it was real. A lot of parts of it were real, and sometimes we fall victim to allowing ourselves to be a little deceptive to the things that we don't really want to accept at that time because we're not ready to accept them. And my hardest part about this breakup, or any breakup in general, is just, my first breakup was purely out of an infuriating love that it was just so passionate. This one was the same, but since I've been through the heartbreak before, it was just like, now I'm left feeling with this lost feeling of like the companionship. Like, I really miss that. I miss how things used to be and how things were, and I don't miss the relationship and the fact of what it made me feel or what it made me think or what it turned me into, but I do miss it as a whole and an entirety of what it could have been and what it was and what it could have stayed like if people just let things be as they should be. But us humans, we always tend to get in the way of that. We self-sabotage. We ruin good things just because it's like, hey, we have the power to. So, I feel like a lot of people just go and do that because they can. And then they're like, why'd I do that? But instead of reflecting upon the fact on why they did that, they deflect upon that false fact of it being someone else's fault because they're not ready to take the accountability yet, which is okay. We all grown at different paces. It used to frustrate me because I felt like I've grown up here on this earth in my own island, which is like, I'm sure how a lot of you feel. I'm not the only one, but after doing that for so long alone, you just think that like, wow, once you're actually like connected to another human being, that this is not even the real deal, because I could never completely put all my eggs in one basket or my full faith into something like that that's bigger than me, because that'd be just, in my opinion and perspective, a little naive. Doesn't mean it's wrong. It's just in my own experiences, I wouldn't do that again because I've done it and it didn't get me anywhere besides back in this vicious cycle of what I've been dealing with. So, yeah, don't know where I was going with all that, but that just triggered a whole nother thought about how it's always really bothered me how people say, like, wherever you go, there you are. As if, like, wherever you go, you're the problem. You're not the fucking problem. Sometimes you're going places, so wherever you go, there you go. But there are also still those other people and external forces. And those things sometimes are a little more powerful than us because we could be outnumbered physically or even just like emotionally. We can't handle all of what's happening or those circumstances. But it doesn't mean you're in the wrong or you're doing anything. Just sometimes you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. And that could be a great excuse if it was a valid and worthy excuse, but in the grand scheme of life, that happens all the time. So, I'm not trying to scapegoat that saying, but that's exactly like what we feel sometimes, and we shouldn't invalidate those feelings or those thoughts based off of what other people have conditioned us to believe. I.e., for example, 2 seconds ago in this video, I totally reacted in that same way. So right there, I'm already aware of the fact that I totally was triggered by something I said myself, which could sound crazy, but we're all still learning. And the only way we learn is by doing this. So, oh, he's biking again. Okay. This guy like rides his bike around the RV like every few laps, like a day, which is cool. But that's what I was distracted by. I want to continue this. I just don't know where it's going with it, and I don't want to waste my storage space because it's already low. I'll be back.